Um, it's time because this Saturday is a humongous card being put on by OTD and Baller's Life. Um, and Zay and Lamar and Scoob and Nas are the most talked about matchups on this Judgment Day card. It's going down on March 28th. So we're gonna do our predictions first. We're gonna start with Zay and Lamar. They put out a Road to Judgment Day episode. Uh, Nas and Scoob, rather, they had an episode come out maybe yesterday or so. So uh, here's the Zay and Lamar uh, matchup right here. Jeremy, what do you think about this? I love this matchup. I think it's an excellent style clash. Um, and what do you even think about the fact that they playing, man?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to bring up what they're saying Zay's corner or party or whatever is saying.
Yes,
Like they're saying that, which I think is just it's just to
it's just trash talk.
rile it up.
Yeah,
It's just trash talk. Yeah, because really these are two people that do need to play.
yes.
I think Zay has struggled to find competition for himself. Like he's
And
outside
to
of the
be
top
clear,
people.
what Zay said was, or Zay's camp said was that uh, they don't even feel like Lamar deserves the game. They feel like Zay should be playing somebody else. And that's what
Yeah.
Dev in the lab brought up to Lamar Peters. And Lamar Peters did not take kindly to that at all, which he shouldn't. But that is excellent promo for this game right here. Uh, and I think you and I disagree with that take that Lamar don't deserve the game or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Zay doesn't have better people to play. Let's not act like
No.
that. So they are perfectly fine for each other. And this is possibly the most anticipated game. I would think it is. I think it's more anticipated than the Scoob and Nas game, honestly.
Yeah. It's because really, yeah, Zay hasn't had as much of he hasn't found as much competition, good
Yeah.
competition as we would want. That's why he hasn't played people as much, like too much. He hasn't played people that much. And
Yeah.
even if he does play somebody, it's like we already know he's gonna win. We just gonna want to see how. I
Yeah.
think
Zay
with
doesn't have enough
Lamar,
tough games. Yeah.
yeah, with Lamar, it's like with him, we know what level he can get to, and but he has to solidify that he can win these types of games. Like we know he can win this. I mean, this is somebody who's been like he was saying in his rebuttal. He was saying, man, Zay wasn't SEC. Uh Zay wasn't going through uh started in the G League
National
and stuff like
attention.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like has to get to his peak level as a 1v1 guy because he's already gotten to peak levels in other types of basketball.
Hmm.
So yeah, and he just needs to win one of these games against the top tier guy.
Okay. X's and O's because I do think, yes, this is damn near must win for Lamar. Um, because the thing on Lamar is he doesn't have the win, the premier win. Okay. My score prediction is that Zay is going to win the game.
Okay.
I think Zay would pull out a 30 to 27 win.
Hmm.
That doesn't mean that it will happen that way, but that is what I think will end up happening. I think Zay's heard a lot of the chatter about his jumper, um, and Zay himself knows. I'm sure his camp knows. Everybody knows when that jumper falls, when that three ball, specifically the three ball falls, that really extends his leads. Lamar obviously got three ball, reliable, but defensively, I got questions. And we're going to see, what type of refs they bring. Refs have been a huge topic for OTD. If everything goes according to plan, uh, this should be a game for Zay. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Uh, I think Lamar. I want to believe that Lamar. He's like Surf, bro. He because all
Hmm.
right. So I want to believe because I cheer for him just like I cheered for Surf in
Yeah.
battle rap. Uh, I want to believe that Lamar just been so locked in and that he's going to because if he does what he does at an elite level, he can beat anybody in the space, including Zay. And that's why I'm going. My prediction is that I actually think he's going to prove it that,
Okay.
and he's going to win the game. But that doesn't mean that that's the most likely thing. So as far as part of a prediction, I do have to say what I think is most likely is Zay is just going to win. Zay is going to win like 30 to 24, 30 to 25, something like that. But my prediction is that Lamar is going to shock everybody, including me, and win
Hmm. Mm, mm.
because he has to, and he knows how
So
much he has to.
let me let me start to question what I said and what you just said just now. Is it a must win or is it that he must impress?
It's a must impress. It's a must impress, but I think it's also a must win to a lesser extent though than a must impress. It's a must win because he hasn't beat a top tier guy,
Yeah.
so it will hurt. It would hurt.
Yes.
It. I think Skoob beating him already hurt.
Yes.
So that was the must impress, but he impressed, but then over time people were like, "But you didn't win. You didn't win."
Hmm.
Now you
Agreed.
need to. It. You just need to win. Yeah.
Good. That's what I think. I think at this point, it is time for him to win. Like, it's time for him to pull out the tough win.
Yeah.
Nas and Scoob is next. Um, this is not okay. This is a must win for Nas. It's not a must win for Scoob.
Nah.
Do you what does Scoob have to do to win? He's a huge underdog.
Yeah, he is a huge underdog in this game, but I think it's just his jumper has to actually fall, which his jumper is very inconsistent to me.
Mm,
It's to me is very inconsistent. He if it falls and he gets on a hot streak, it would do a lot for him and his resume. So and it would be nice to actually see Scoob's resume rise because he's so much quicker to playing people. And if he gets a bigger resume, I think NBA players will be just playing him next week.
so
He's
pretty
gonna
much
find a
you're talking
way.
about the fact that Scoob doesn't duck at all.
Scoop doesn't duck anything,
Yeah.
or he doesn't wait to put to a pay per views to play people.
Yes.
He plays people. So
Yes.
if he wins against Nas, then NBA players, the same ones that want to play Nas, are gonna want to play Scoob, and then he'll just play them without pay per view, which will
Yeah.
bring more perspective as to how good these guys really are. That's what I want.
Yeah. If Scoob loses, it doesn't change anything about his standing.
Nah,
Even if he gets bodied. Well, I mean, he's not supposed to go out there and lose 30-5. That will change
but if
his
he loses
standing.
like 30-20,
Yes, if
like
he loses
yeah,
30-20, that doesn't mess with his standing. That's kind of what
nah,
we would expect.
yeah,
Um, if he were to win this game, that would be a humongous upset. Nas has not lost straight up. Uh, the game he lost to Zay, the argument was that he was coming off of injury. So this will be the first start to finish, no excuse loss for Nas, and that would be a huge upset. No one expects this. When we talk top three, when we talk top two, Nas is always in there, and Scoob isn't. So, uh, Shout out Skoob. Um, that would be an amazing upset for his career for Skoob, but Nas should pull this game out.
Yeah, uh, I would like that for school
Yeah.
because I want Nas to be treated human. Even though I like Nas's game a lot, and I normally would cheer for Nas and not really cheer for Scoob. To be real, like I like Nas's game, so I cheer for people when I like their game more. But I need Nas to be human. I need him to be human and just play people again consistently.
So I need to bring this up for all these matchups is reffing and the bonus system. So they brought the bonus system in to the last OTD stream and it worked out well. All right. Nas is a fouler, in my opinion. He leans a lot. That's how he fouls. He
Yeah,
has his hands there, like the exact picture that's right here. He has his arms out. He does that. But also he leans too. Um, if they have good refs that see that he's leaning into somebody and not just straight up and down sliding, then they're gonna call fouls on him. Now, that might mess with him because Scoob's feet is faster than Nas. That's the thing. So we'll see how Scoob puts pressure on the refs and Nas with that. Uh, but even if
yeah,
fouls weren't called, Scoob knows how to play a tough game.
for sure. He's gonna find a way to make this like a 30 to 25 game. He always does that.
Let's go to the next matchup. Ryan and Scar. Ryan and Scar was announced. This might open the card up. This is Ryan's first time on a pay-per-view for OTD Ballers Life. So with this matchup, this is two guys who we have next to each other on our tier list. Let me open that up. Uh, yep. Okay, Scar is close to the top of the C tier from end of 2025, and then Ryan was the bottom of the B tier. So it was
Yeah,
about time that they seen each other. So this is a game Scar can win, but I don't think Scar will win. What do you think?
same. People Scar's not good against people that can match his athleticism and people that have a method, a true method to how they get to 30 points.
Hmm.
And Ryan, the reason he was B tier and Scar wasn't is because we've seen him get to 30 and in a
On a
significant way.
consistent
Like,
basis, yes.
yeah, like he has a method to him.
Yes.
He You can tell like he's somebody who you can't just slack against. Scar, people can there's a lot of guys who can slack and still beat him
Yeah.
because his jumper, no matter how hard he's trying, he misses a lot of jumpers and he kind of loses his head in the game a little bit in every game that I
Hmm.
see. Yeah, even that win against Hezi, I could see that it was
It
like
took too
mentally he
long.
was. That's another thing. It took way too long for how trash Hezi was in that game. But I think I think also his head was out. You could see Scar was losing his mental a little bit in some parts of the game where he was getting too hyped about the shots he makes. That's some guys they take advantage of like how excited you are and they use that into what they give you.
Hmm.
And for Scar, if you stop making shots like jumpers
Yeah.
after and if you stop making jumpers and then after people start to allow you to take them, then you're just giving them the ball for free.
One factor that's cool about this game is this a home game for Ryan. He's from the Bay. Now,
Okay.
Scar has the wingspan to like be a really disruptive matchup for Ryan as far as Scar as a defender. But Ryan, his game, like offensively, he's able to get into a lot of good things. And Scar's offense, if Scar and Ryan is not a good defender, if Scar can abuse what he needs to abuse, Scar is bigger than Ryan as far as muscle and arm length. Scar can make it interesting, but if Ryan's able to shift it around and be comfy and just have confidence flowing because he's at home, I mean Ryan can take this obviously. So I think Ryan will end up winning because Scar's jumper really ain't there at all.
Yeah, Scar. I think Scar's defense also can be questionable at times too. Like he's just he's just questionable, but he has ability. If he has raw talent, but he's
Yeah,
questionable in every way. So that's where, and I think I have less questions about Ryan
yeah.
and what he's gonna do. That's why I think he's just gonna win like 30-22 or something.
hmm Yeah, Scar's super questionable. This is the rematch of Dooley versus Bruce. So this is a very quick rematch. They only played a month ago. Uh, very controversial. I think the game got ugly. Refs swallowed their whistle. They started the rule about you can't end the game on a free throw, which is complete BS.
That's a horrible move.
A terrible rule. And then it ended with Bruce actually pulling out a win, uh, which I was not a fan of because had the game actually been played as clean as it was in the first half, clean not as in it can't be physical, but when the physicality violates the rules, it has to be called a foul. Uh, Dooley was winning that. Then it got way too ugly and out of hand. People getting injuries, they start bleeding, they scraping their skin, people getting in each other's face, refs losing control all around. That's why we hope we don't see the ball to ref anymore. This time with the bonus system, if OTD and Balls Life are serious about a clean game and actually having the best player win the game, I'd be surprised if Dooley don't win this. I think Dooley would win. I think Dooley's a matchup nightmare for Bruce. I think he has longer wingspan. I think he's a better jump shooter. Bruce jumper has actually been okay as of recent, but uh, I don't think he's gonna do what it takes to beat Dooley. I'm gonna be real. I like how Dooley's been progressing as a player, and I think he would actually beat Bruce. Talk to me.
Yeah, Dooley is a better player. He was supposed to win that game before. He played better, but then when the game started to lose the rules,
Yeah,
then Bruce won. So I think it's gonna be this. It's gonna be the same story, even though when Dooley was winning, there was still a lot of times where there should have been a foul here and should have been a foul there. So plenty, and he was still winning.
yeah,
If a clean game would definitely have Dooley winning.
man. We have some negative conversations about Bruce on here, unfortunately. And one of the things is I don't see him succeeding with this uh, foul limit, the bonus system. I think a lot of what has helped him out is not having a bonus system. So hopefully he can overcome that and this is still competitive and not a ass whooping.
Right. The desperation at the end of the game, it and the desperation fouls that really helped him. That it won't
Yeah,
now like those every point after 20 points when a player gets 20 points, every point really matters, and that's when people usually get more aggressive.
yeah,
So that stuff that would add up. That would really add up. Now are you a better hooper than the other guy?
that's it.
Yeah.
The next game is Joseph Lewis and Keem. This is a good matchup right here.
Oh, by the way, is there? You think it's possible if they could get? I know they're not going to do that here, but this for this event,
Uh-huh.
do you think it's possible to get TNC refs for some of these games where they cross like TNC and OTD
I
players?
would definitely prefer Lay to be the ref.
Right.
I think Lay is a very good ref.
He's an extremely good ref.
Um, let's see. I want to see who they bring as a ref here for this OTD balls. Like every
Yeah,
event, the refs matter, bro. Oh my gosh.
because TNC refs are way better, and I when I finish watching a TNC game, I'm very satisfied.
Yeah, I'm satisfied with what the outcome was. Yes.
Yeah, like okay, that's a very accurate outcome of what
Yeah.
a game between these two would be. You know
Yes.
that. Yeah,
Yes.
I don't feel as good about talking about the stats of this guy shot this for this from the field after a game of OTD, but
Uh-huh.
I would care to listen to the stats about a TNC game.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we just need more legitimate outcomes. Like, this is what happened because the better man won, not
Mm-hmm.
because of circumstances where refs start to mentally get bullied, pressured, and feel uncomfortable with making most of the crowd unhappy. If the right call was made, the right call was made. One more thing about refs, we need to be clear what is the rule with replays. We need to be clear. These rules need to be set standardized before the games start, and they need to be reiterated between games as well. So that because as new fans of a space, which everybody is, this is a new space. The rules need to be reiterated and standardized and reviewed every game, so we really know what is happening,
Yeah,
and so we're not disappointed. You ready for Joseph Lewis and Keem right here?
yeah,
All right. Joseph Lewis was part of a game that didn't get finished, but he's been able to hang with the best of them. So he was declared the winner. We could consider the Lamar game a no contest, whatever. This is a good shot for Keem. This is the type of matchup Keem should get. Are you a top dog? Because Joseph Lewis is a top dog. If
yes.
you have that heavyweight belt, you should be a top dog. I think Keem will pull this game out. What do you think?
I think so too.
Yeah.
I, you know, with Joseph Lewis, it was like his stock went up really high when he played Lamar. I think he did a lot of great stuff there. But since then on, I've seen these 2v2s and 3v3s he's been in.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I'm still impressed with him, generally speaking, but I don't think he's ready for. I don't think it's like he's ready for Nas or he's ready for ZAE or he's ready for them. I think he would. I think they would beat him. He
Mm-hmm.
could play them and it could be a good game, but they would beat him.
What
I
what
think
tier
they'd
what
still.
what tier is Joseph Lewis? We're gonna ask that
I
question
don't
a
think
lot.
he's. I don't think he's S tier. I think he's more like Skoob, where he's like an A+ tier.
I think he's where Scoob is at as well.
Yeah, he's not. He's not quite up there as S tier, like where he's gonna beat Rob, and um, he's not. He's gonna beat Rob. I'm not sure if he would beat Lamar in a clean game either.
Yeah.
Even though he played more clean than Lamar did, I
Mm-hmm.
think
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, he
he's
did.
still. I think still like if they play each other, like let's say if him and Lamar played each other 10 times, like a 7 game series. Let's say it was a
Okay.
7 game
Seven
series.
game series.
I think Lamar would win that series in like maybe 6 games
Six
or 7 games.
games. Mm-hmm.
He'll win like 4-2 or 4-3, something
Mm-hmm.
like that. I think he'd win. I think that Rob would also win in 6 games. I think I think Nas would win in I think Nas might sweep or win in five. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
think Nas is the
Mm-hmm.
perfect perfect problem for Trey. I mean for
Yeah, for
Joseph
Joseph
Lewis.
Lewis. Yeah. Okay.
And then who's the other? Oh, Zay. Zay's the other
Zay.
S tier guy. Zay, I think he's sweet. I think he's sweet.
Yeah, Zay. Yeah, those two would be bad matchup. I think Nas and Zay are the comfortable top two players in the space.
Yeah, it doesn't. It shouldn't just be Nas. By the way, I see the propaganda Nas is trying to do. You're not a lone king. I did they, but they played before,
They did play a game. I don't think the game was to 30. Zay ended up winning.
right?
Let's look at how the game
So,
ended up. Yeah. And they
I'm
played a
saying
while
that
ago as well.
to say that yeah, Nas propaganda. I'm not believing all that. You're not the lone king, bro. There's two. There's two. There's Zay and Nas.
Yep. I'm trying to
Like
look
if
at this
Lamar
final
beat
score. Whatever.
if Lamar beats Zay, that would prove that would help him prove that he can beat Nas. That would really help him prove it
Yeah, it would help
because
improve it, yes.
Zay and Nas are like the same level. Really, they're the same level.
So there was an era where plenty of people were saying Zay was the best after his before his Rob game.
Before that Rob game, I
Yeah.
saw that game. Yeah,
The thing with the Rob game is he was cold from outside, like unusually cold. Had that not been the case, you know what I'm saying?
and Zay's
Eh,
worked on his jumper a lot since then.
yeah. So, well, let's see where the game ended.
It was like 30-27, which is not
No, I'm talking
significant
about
enough.
Zay and Nas.
Oh, okay.
Zay and Nas. Okay. Oh, and it was 11-9. That's what it was. 11-9. Is that ones and twos? Crowded court.
Probably
This is not this is not the 1v1 scene that we have now. This was 2 years ago, November 2023, when it was uploaded. This is not the current era. Yeah, so uh I can't wait for these matchups to happen to see, okay, who is actually the best. Because that's like a very, very close tiebreaker. But uh, that's only if you say, okay, like everything about them is equal. I don't think everything about them is equal. You know, it's not time for you to use that as a last resort tiebreaker. So Keem, Joseph Lewis, I got Keem as well, bro. I, uh, Joseph got to show me. He has to actually pull a full, complete game out. Keem knows how to do that. Joseph goes against the best. Obviously, he played Skoob, then he played Lamar, but Keem has shocked me, man. Keem has overcame physicality. Keem has shown that he stays in his frame and knows what he does, and you cannot change what he does. So that's super impressive. And if Keem beats him, we have to have some uncomfortable conversations about Keem's tier. That would put him super solid in the A plus tier, which I already have him at right now.
you know, he's already there.
But
I was gonna jump in and say that Keem is actually. I think that he's an S tier that is just proving himself.
yeah,
That's it. That's all he
mm,
is. He's an S tier that's just showing that he's S tier. He has to climb that ladder of playing people better and playing better and better players until he finally proves that he's S. He's not as loud as Lamar, so when Lamar first entered the scene, people were like, "Ooh, he might be S," because Lamar was really talking shit behind it too. But Keem's not talking. Keem's just playing.
I have a matchup. I was gonna save this. Let's do our Keem stuff now. Keem versus C4.
What will the score be?
Yes.
I'm gonna go Keem 30-24.
I'm not mad at you. 24, huh?
Yeah,
C4 is a great jump shooter.
yeah, he is. But
C
Keem's
C
just
four C4 is quick with his feet though.
he's quicker. He's quicker. That's his advantage. But the discipline of Keem's defense is something that C4 has been abusing undisciplined people, like undisciplined players. Um, I know Tay is disciplined, but Tay couldn't be disciplined against C4 as much because C4 was quicker. It was way quicker.
That would
I
be a
think
style clash. Keem versus C4.
it would. Yeah. But C4 is still going to get, like, if he gets 24 points off of being quicker, that's still 24 points. Like, that's still decent amount. But there's going to be, I think Keem has parts of his game where his strength and his and how decisive he is about getting to that the correct spot. I think that combining that with the strength, it's like D Book getting to his spots. It's like there's nothing once he's gonna get there, and you're just gonna have to hope he misses.
Okay. So, Keem lost to Zay. Um, how did that game end? Oh, I'm tired of ads, dog. That might have been something like a 30-20 played down in I they played and that game came out 8 months ago. Um, do you think that Keem is like obviously better and more acclimated to ones now? So that's how we should evaluate that? Or I mean,
Yeah,
it was
I've seen him
31
improve
24.
since I've seen him improve since the I've seen him improve. Oh, that was 31 to 24. I actually haven't seen that game, but but I've seen him improve since
Uh-huh.
the first 1v1 that I've seen, which was when
Right.
we first started doing this pod. And so the improvement is like big improvement.
Mm,
So if that was 31-24 in 8 months ago against ZAE,
hmm.
that shows that yeah, he is an S tier still proving himself.
Yeah, there we go.
Because man, what was the game like 3 months ago? What was that? 2, 3 months ago?
That
Against Greg,
Zay
right? Or
played.
something? Greg?
Yeah,
No,
Zay
Keem.
played. I mean, my fault. I meant Keem. That Keem played Greg in Detroit. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. That game, as good as Keem was, it wasn't even his best showing.
No, it
That was
wasn't.
actually out of all the games that I've seen, this is the worst one
It was
from him.
good, but it wasn't a. But yeah, it wasn't his best showing. Yeah,
Yeah.
he shocked me with how he played against Bruce, and it didn't take a lot out of him. You know what I'm saying? I think that's actually where he's supposed to be. So, I got Keem winning this one. Let's see. Let's see.
And that's also why he's so calm when he was so calm when he beat, like, let's say Greg. I was like surprised how calm he was. Is because he knew he could be way better.
Mm, that S tier thing. You said if he beats Joseph, that puts him S tier.
Oh no, I'm saying that he's an S tier. He's trying to prove that he's S tier level. I'm saying that I just believe that he's S tier level.
Mm.
That's
Ooh.
just a personal thing. But the safe pick of right now of what he's proven is he's an A plus tier. I don't think he's proven that he's above Caleb or
Mm-hmm.
Joseph
Mm-hmm.
or yeah. I don't think he's proven that. I don't even think he's proven. He definitely hasn't proven that he's above Skoob.
Right. Right.
Right. Like I'm not saying he's proven that. I'm just saying he is proving himself.
Um, is Scoob S tier?
We'll find out.
Good
I
answer.
I don't think so. I don't think he's S tier until we see something impressive in this game. Like he needs to really impress everybody. Like maybe neck and neck 30-29 game. Like something crazy.
So we have Malik and Dom playing. We've talked about this game already. The fact that There was a time where Malik was considered the premier S tier. That was the TNC marketing. Malik is the premier small guard, excuse me. And uh, Dom has taken that from him in the community. Dom is considered the premier small guard, especially with how blurry the lines are over on TNC. Malik has a couple losses now. He has the Kel loss and he has the Boog loss. Uh, the Boog, obviously, he lost to Zoe. Zoe beat Boog and Zay from Indiana, but obviously he lost to a dude, the Ohio dude, a couple weeks ago. I don't know if you've heard about that. Zoe lost 31-11 to this
Hmm.
dude. You might want to check that out. The whole point
I think I
is,
saw a comment. I think
yeah,
I saw a comment on some page that was saying that.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, that did happen. There was a size difference, but 11 was too little. And at some point, you can't always talk size because they look like they belong on the same court together. So my thing is, all the comp for small guards that like left hand Dom really has to go against, and it's volatile, is on TNC side, but now he gets to see one of them. This is a matchup we've been talking about for a while, like the community. And now it's actually happening. Well, this is when Malik was considered the clear top small guard on TNC. So now he's gonna play the top small guard on OTD, and in people like me, my opinion, the top small guard on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I have Dom winning a tight game against Malik.
Mm. Mm.
I have Dom winning a tight game against Malik. What do you think?
It can be a close game if Dom was shooting. If Dom shoots the way he did against Chris Likes, because I don't think he was shooting that well against Chris Likes. But in every other game recently, his jumper, including like I've seen some 3v3s where his or 5v5s or no, just 3v3s,
Right.
where his jumper was falling. His jumper was one of the more reliable things on the court in the
Hmm.
3v3. So if he shoots the way he's really been shooting for the past 4 months,
Yeah.
then yeah, I think he's gonna beat Malik 30-20. Like,
Mm.
yeah, 30-20, 30-19. I think he's gonna prove he's been trying
That's a
to prove
comfortable win.
comfortable win. I think he's gonna comfortably win it because he's been he's been getting levels better, tiers better than he used to be when they used to consider Malik the king.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
Dom has gotten tiers better, and Malik, he's going to bring it. But the thing is, I don't see an advantage against Dom. I don't see it. I think that Dom. I think Dom is the the perfect guy to match up and do better at everything than Malik.
The one thing that I think about, um, Dom is not as fast a runner or driver as Boog. So go back and watch how Malik lost to Boog. We covered that game, didn't we? I think we did. When Malik lost to Boog, um, there was a lot of drives where Malik actually was left in the dust. Boog was able to stretch past him on those drives. Dom is not all the way that fast and not all the way that high of a jumper. Boog is a dunker. Like Boog is a windmill dunker. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I can tell. Like
Yeah,
he looked like a John Morant type of guy
yeah,
when he
yeah. Boog is
moves.
a dunker for how short he is. Um, but Dom is a better jump shooter than Boog. Boog relies on jump shooting a lot as a volume shooter. Like he puts a lot of jumpers up, but Dom makes
So
those.
who else did Malik lose to? Was it Zoe?
Malik lost to Hell actually. So that
Oh,
was they did TNC in Texas months back.
okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. So okay, so I was thinking, who else is somebody else? Okay, nobody else was quicker than Malik, right?
Yeah,
Because Kel's not quicker,
Zoe's a fast runner. I'm gonna tell you,
right?
Zoe
I was
arguably
thinking that
quicker than Book.
maybe if that's what I saw, if Zoe played, if I was thinking that if that was what I saw, if Zoe played Malik and beat Malik, then I guess quickness is Malik's kryptonite, like
Uh huh.
somebody who's super quick.
But Malik, if that's his thing, is Malik pause. He pulls up his shorts to crouch down and slide. If he's gonna do that, like he did that with Indiana ZAE, then uh,
Dom
he can
is
make it
gonna
ugly
struggle.
with Dom. But I got Dom. I think Dom's better than him, man.
Dom's just Dom's better at the same things. I mean, the defensively, Dom's not better than Malik defensively. Like Malik and Dom defensively, I think they're about the same because really Malik is better fundamentally defensively, but
Right.
Dom Dom's
Athletically,
size, Dom's size, like he actually is so strong that he could, and he's a little taller, and so he could play against people a little bit bigger.
yo,
He's built himself up to be that, and that will be tough for Malik in a game where they kind of good at the same things.
agreed. The only thing is Dom ain't played somebody this strong and big since ZAE. You know he lost to ZAE.
Okay.
Dom got whooped by ZAE. This back, I don't know, October or so, September, something like that. He got whooped by ZAE. So
Hmm. I
we'll
might have
see.
seen it. I might have seen that actually.
He got beat up by ZAE, bro. ZAE versus Dom. Yeah, he did. He called ZAE out. The thing where the little guard doesn't want to be considered little. With the little guys. He lost.
It's just a mismatch,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Zay's
yeah.
defense is too
30
good.
to 30 to
Zay
11 is what happened. He actually got
the
destroyed.
size the size mismatch, and then Zay's defensive fundamentals are too good. Zay's finishing is too good. I could see why that was a bad game.
Yeah, yeah. That's it for the card. I can't wait. And we're gonna see who was right about their predictions and who was wrong.